Can I get rid of this? I don't know how I'm going.
Third. Yes. Chicken. Wait, are you recording? Oh.
Hey everyone, today we're talking about the nothings.
Can you remind us who the nothings are?
The nothings are the first people on Toroidus. They're originally from the Roman Republic or the Empire, one of those two.
Yeah, so saw nothing. Just a small recap on who he is. I think we've talked about him before. But basically his name was changed to Frank, but then the naming house got burnt down and then he got sucked into a portal. I mean, a pipe in the ocean and went onto Toroidus and then became the first person on Toroidus. Yeah, that's all nothing. In a so
Here's a map of Toroidus, and this is Benon, the continent where Saw Nothing landed. But then, at some other point, a few maybe decades or 100 years later, there's this other continent called Xenon, to the east of Benon.
yeah.
And
Of course, there's a bunch of them. Like
I don't know what that is.
Anon, right?
What is this purple line?
I don't know. Why aren't you using blue? That's your regular color.
Anon is right here.
Oh, you're doing that thing where you make like a big border.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Xenon is here. But anyways. So Benon, the people from Benon and Xenon haven't discovered each other yet, and they discover each other around the year 0 when trade routes are opened by ship between these two continents.
Okay.
Beginning the Middle Ages on Toroidus.
Saw Nothing was the first human to ever land in Toroidus.
Yeah,
and he was first on Benon,
Yes.
first human. Who was the first human on Xenon? Or is that not relevant?
It was. Let me try.
Like how much later? Or was it people from Benon going over there? Like how?
Let me try to think.
No, it was people from. So like, there's like a pipe. There's like a pipe right here. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's also a pipe over here. But like, there's also probably pipes around the world of Toroidus.
Yes.
Oh, and there's also pipes on Gamma, right? Cause like, that's where Mario goes.
Okay. Well, I'm making this up right now. The first human on Xenon was named Basil. But he wasn't a nothing though. What's this? Is that Gamma? Why is there a toilet on Gamma?
That's a pipe.
Yeah, I was thinking about the pipes all looking like toilets, but I thought they were supposed to.
They're not supposed to look like toilets. Look, that's like the pipe, and then there's like a cover on the pipe.
That's why it doesn't.
Okay, fine.
It's okay.
I'll get rid of
It's okay.
that, and that, and that. There. Now are they pipes?
No, they're mushrooms. But it's okay.
Okay, but mushrooms don't grow on Terratus. Like, they just haven't gotten to Terratus. They're on Gamma.
Yeah, they're definitely toilets. Anyway.
Still?
Okay, no, they're pipes. Okay, all right. Anyways, these two discovered each other around the year 0, and so then a bunch of Xenonese people went to Benon, a bunch of Benonese people went to Xenon, and then they ended up forming different languages, and eventually arising in the 800s or 700s, I think the 800s, was a small kingdom called Sinenia, which was founded by descendants of the Xenonese and the Benonese.
Nothing.
Except it wasn't ruled by the Nothings yet, until Louis Nothing took over. Okay, so Louis Nothing was a very far descendant of Saul Nothing. So Louis Nothing, and he became the emperor of Sinenia. He was the first Nothing emperor of Sinenia.
Okay, but we already went into detail over all of this Cyanenia king and stuff.
Yes.
So instead, let's talk about something more interesting. Coal.
Coal. It's the most important resource on Toroidus.
So basically, unlike Earth, which has like regular amount of coal,
Yes.
Toroidus has a lot of coal.
Yes.
So much coal that instead of going the route that we did, which is just like not using coal anymore, or like steam, and just like using electricity
Yes. They
and
just
nuclear
use
power,
coal
they just
generators.
use coal and then have like systems in place. So instead of the it clouding up the atmosphere, it gets sucked into there and then gets turned back into energy.
So you might be wondering, who discovered how to harness this coal power? Well, 3, 2, 1. Darius.
What's so funny about this name?
Nothing. That's just it's just a dramatic reveal.
Okay.
May I ask you, is the coal power just as good as the power, all the energy power that we have on Earth?
Yes, they just improved it a lot.
And they also did it earlier than on Earth.
So they had more time to make the coal power better.
Yes.
Like they have systems to make the coal 10 times more enhanced and stuff.
So to
Oh, Darius was a nothing.
yes.
Yes.
So
I mean, this entire thing is about, okay, next time you do a bigger race, don't erase this.
Well, anyways, the eras of Toroidus. Well, the first era was the Ancient Era, which was up until, I think it was, well, it was up until around 0.
Also, when you say the nothings, you always have to put the emphasis on the, and then not on the nothings. You can't say the nothings. You have to say the nothings. That's
So-
just like a thing.
So anyway, after that was the Medieval Era, which was up until the year 907, and then the Imperial Era, which is up until 1953. So this is in that Imperial Era, which is 1,000 years.
So this is where Darius found his coal. Well, coal had already been discovered before this.
Yeah.
He didn't discover coal, as there's a lot of it, and people dig a lot.
Wait, when did Darius live? Around when, the 1400s maybe?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Okay.
Darius was from Benon.
Should he have been on Benon, or should he have been somewhere else? Somewhere.
I think.
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Well, here's a nothing, but the nothing spread, so maybe he was on somewhere further out.
But
Like
it could
maybe-
be maybe like Anon.
Yeah, maybe Anon. It could be Anon. So yeah. Because
Oh
the
no,
nothing.
Sinon.
Yeah, Sinon. All right, there.
Sinon is right. Yeah, so Benon, so from Sinon, let's just say,
All right.
just because. So, Darius was like a scientist, and they had energy by burning wood, so right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, he wanted to make it better. Because right now, everybody always just used wood and had to replenish the wood all the time. So, what they did to the wood, so what he tried to start doing stuff to the wood. He noticed that if you burnt the wood, but like in a very certain way,
Yes.
you get a black thing, which kind of also works as fuel.
Yes.
And then he saw some kids outside playing with these things that looked like the black thing he had. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He asked them what it was, and they said that it was coal, or whatever the name was at the time.
So they discovered it?
No, there's a bunch of.
Wait.
No,
but how
they
did-
didn't say it was coal. They just said it was some rock they found.
Okay.
Because these things were everywhere. Because of just people digging and putting it on the surface.
Yeah.
They just thought it was useless. And if that was a black thing, and this is a black thing, well, he had to try it. So he took their black thing and then just like burnt it. And he also burnt it at the same time that he burnt the wood. So he burnt both the wood and the coal at the same time because they didn't have any like clocks yet,
Mm-hmm.
good clocks yet. So instead of measuring them separately, he just burnt them at the same time, and then
I
one.
thought they would have clocks.
Okay, they weren't that accurate. Also, they weren't stopwatches.
Sure.
You can't just like stop clocks.
Yeah, they all have.
Expect them.
They all have the 20-hour system.
Yeah. The wood went out, and at the top it was like weird. Not this black thing that he made. It was like a bad black thing that because he just burnt it.
Mhm.
But this one went on for a while longer.
Yes.
Except it went on for a very long time. And he discovered it.
Well, anyways, this guy discovering coal pretty much just set. Well, Taurus was already ahead of Earth in technology, pretty much, but this pretty much gave it an edge because it had so much. Anyways, it had so much coal that it made that it pretty much just led to an industrial revolution in the next few decades of the 1400s, and what this led to was the airplane being, or a rudimentary version of the airplane. Actually, not even rudimentary. It's just an airplane being built by the early 1700s, which is how ducks were able to get to Ducky Island. And space travel well, air and space travel to Ducky Island was perfected in particularly 1888.
Also, like before this time, but like in the 60s or something,
Yeah.
there was a government agency.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It was like a company kind of.
Yeah.
Called
I think it was called the
S.
Well, I think it was called the It was called the.
Ast.
No,
It was Ast.
no. It was Well, it should have Aurelia somewhere in the name, right? Because that was a name that the emperor was really fond of. It was one of his many middle names. So.
Aurelius?
Yeah. This is Emperor sign the 18th, by the way. So maybe well, was it a well, it was a private company, not just part of the Navy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. Wasn't it called Ast though, or is that just what it turned into later?
Well, no, I think it should be called the what's the
Eventually,
word?
the company.
Well,
called
I don't know
Ast.
if they call it space.
Until we
Well, it's called Ducky Island, right? They already know it as Ducky Island, right?
Yeah. No, but the company eventually is called Ast because it's
What?
air and space transportation.
Oh.
That's what it
But-
stands for.
I don't know. That's kind of generic, though. You know. Maybe
Wait, what does NASA stand for?
National Aeronautics and Space Agency, something like that.
Okay.
But that's an agency, not a company. So maybe it should be
Okay.
called.
Well, it's part of the government. It works with the government.
But that's different. What about the ACDI? Wait,
It's National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
administration, not agency. Anyways,
What does that stand for? I know DI stands for Ducky Island. Yes.
or what about ARC? Redson.
Rich and Ridge?
ARC, Aurelius Redson Company.
Okay. Arc.
Does that sound cool?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, Arc.
I don't know about Aurelius. Yeah.
Oh no, it's just one of the middle names of sign the 18th.
Oh, okay.
So Aurelius just refers to sign the 18th in this case because sign is too generic. As you can see, there have been 21 of them. Well, this one's the 18th, so I guess there have been 18 of them
At this point.
by this point. Yes. So ARC.
Wait, wasn't Sign the 18th the
Yes,
bad one?
that's subjective.
Is it though?
Yeah. Anyways, yes. So in this is what led to, and sign the 18th, by the way, was also a nothing.
Yeah.
Big surprise, right?
Also, you know,
He was actually the
R.
last. He was
So
actually the last
R.
nothing.
so Arc, which is
Redson,
Red Sun. Wait, Red Sun or Red Sin?
Red Sun.
Okay, it's Red Sun still. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, the Red Sin. So, as you probably can tell, a just a few generations. You know who it was? Nothing. Yeah, Redson is closely related to the Nothing family. So,
Well, yes, in fact, because well, the Redson in this case that we're talking about. Well, actually, it's the other way around.
wait, what? Redson?
Yes, because look, here's the family tree. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, look, here is Saxon Redson. There's Saxon Redson. Let me clear up some space. There's Saxon Redson, and here's sign the 18th.
I needed water.
Sign the 18th was the son of Empress Lucy of Cynenia, who was the daughter of Robert the Second, who was the son of Robert the First, whose son I forgot his name, who had a son named
Wait.
Iovarius Redson, whose son was Saxon Redson. Okay?
Okay, what's this?
Well, Robert the First was a Redson.
Yeah. But Saxon Redson was also a Redson.
Yeah, but sign the 18th is a nothing.
Okay. I guess that's.
See? So Redson, nothing. So this is why sign the 18th. He was the second cousin of Saxon Redson.
Yeah.
But I see where Abraham was going. It's because the A-R-C, that R stands for Redson?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then it goes to that.
But it's because when Ducky Island when Redson Ridge was founded, it's named after Saxon Redson, the city itself, and its capital, Port Aurelius, was named after sign the 18th.
So do you talk about some other nothings?
Yeah, sure. Do we have time?
Oh, okay. Well,
Should we talk about them next time?
yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the next
Talk
time.
Bye.
Bye.